retirement. My career to become a teacher took a rather non-traditional path. I started as a business administration major in college and quickly realized this was not for me. I told my parents I wanted to switch majors and study American history because as a child I spent my summer vacations going to historic sites around the country with my parents. My parents are both immigrants from Europe, and when they came to this country, they kind of explored their new country and took me along with them. So I decided to study history, and then in the summers I worked for the National Park Service, as Joe said, at Independence National Historic Park, giving tours at Independence Hall and the Liberty Bell. And I loved everything about this job. And after I would have some tours, people would come up to me and say, "Are you a teacher? You should think about becoming a teacher." So I thought, I'll try it. So in January of 1990, I was fortunate to secure a spot here as a student teacher with Mrs. Jane Maddox, who was a former Lifetime Achievement Award winner herself. She was an incredible inspiration to me, and even better, at the end of my student teaching assignment, she retired and recommended me for her job. So since that time, I've been here at HMHS. I've never left, and I think counting this up, I've taught about 14 different courses here in the past 32 years, and the number of students that I've had has now numbered into the thousands. The job as a teacher has never been easy, and it's also never been something I've ever taken for granted. I truly think that teaching is the most important profession, and the longer I teach, the longer I think I really do think that's true. And for people who think that teaching gets easier as time goes on, I learned a big lesson during the pandemic last year. Not only do they have to learn to reinvent everything I've ever done, I also had to really calm my students because every morning I would sit on my dining room table with my Chromebook and their little squares would appear, and it was very clear that they were sad, they were scared, they were angry. So this daily challenge made me realize really how I enjoyed what I'm doing. As Joe said, I've worn a lot of hats here at HMHS over the years. By serving as things like the yearbook advisor and producer for the drama club, as extracurriculars activities, I could really see how important these were to students and the strong friendships that were formed. I did have one single year as an advisor to the freshman class, and I told the students at that time not to settle for anything less than first place during Spirit Week, and the victory that was secured by freshmen in Spirit Week of 1994 is a record that is still holding. Talk about a claim to fame. My years as a peer leadership advisor brought me close to many groups of students and taught me the importance of being a role model. My current role as the advisor to both our Model United Nations team and academic challenge teams allow me to spend time with students in an academic way outside of the classroom. Watching students enjoy their 4 years of high school, whether it's at their senior prom, chaperoning their senior class trip to Disney, but also watching them overcome challenges and become confident adults, has been a side of this job that I've enjoyed more than anything. It's hard to take all these years and express my thanks to the people that have helped me along the way, but I'll try to include everybody. Having two loving and very supporting parents who encouraged me in everything that I've ever done truly helped make this career possible. Some of my fondest memories were my parents would come to visit my history classes and tell their story surviving World War II and their history as immigrants to this country sailing into New York Harbor. My large extended family, my sisters, my brother, my nieces, my nephews, and now my grandnieces and grandnephews, many of them are here today, have always been very supportive and interested in my career. My lifelong friends from the rival down the road, Audubon High School, who are also here today, have spent years listening to my stories and have been exceedingly patient. We are approached by a former student mine seemingly anywhere in the South Jersey area. To the administrators that have seen me on my journey, especially those that allowed me to take risks and make mistakes, because that's how you learn to do a good job. People like Dr. Sirico, Chuck Klaus, Hank Silver, and Mike Wilson, thank you. To the many parents who have been so kind and allowed me into your homes with students to celebrate graduations, peer leadership dinners, and presidential debate viewing parties. Thank you for also being so supportive. And to my colleagues, both past and present, who serve as a daily inspiration, particularly my colleagues from the social studies and English departments in the Humanities Center. Our office has truly become my home away from home, and my coworkers have become my friends and my second family. We planned and graded, laughed and cried, celebrated birthdays and secret Santas. I'm the luckiest person in the world to work with such amazing people, and it's part of the reason I'm still enjoying my job today. But most of all, my students and anyone who's been in my class from 1990 to the present, thank you for the inspiration that you've given me. And as Mr. Carter said, students really haven't changed that much from the beginning. It's the passion that they bring to their work and their enthusiasm for learning that's made me very proud to be a teacher here, and a very proud recipient of the Lifetime Achievement